What's going on? Antonio up in here first. What is up? What is up? Early. Hey, fellow Bitcoiners. Happy Thursday and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto episode 85.
85. What's going on, boss?
I am King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay. And we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community every day.
All day.
Gotta do what we gotta do.
Free Bitcoin Day. Let's go ahead and start off on a great note.
All right. So free Bitcoin. Congratulations to Ted Farisa. Thanks for your comment. The free Bitcoin question was, which companies do you think may take the fall, like BitConnect, where basically they get cease and desist, or if basically get shut down because they are getting people for whatever. But it was good. He put Tether. He was the only one that kind of mentioned Tether, and I mean he did say some other ones, either Connect, USI Tech, some of these ones we've seen. However, Tether to me does look like one of the things that's under fire. We have covered that before with the liquidity situation where they had to figure out whether or not, working with BitConnect.
There is none. No.
Yeah, like, do you actually have the money? We still haven't, got around to that with Bitfinex, but possibly Tether could be one. So shout out to Ted Farisa. We'll be sending you that free Bitcoin. Appreciate it, man.
Go.
Hey, what's going on, Angela?
Thank you for all those comments. Yeah, what's going on,
Chance and Barbara, thank you for joining.
Ariel, Antonio, of course, Jason, Sydney, GIDTB. There we go. Pilot 3 stacks. All right. So again, people, we do this. Unfortunately, we've been doing it a lot more than usual. But right on cue, it's another dinosaur of the day. There's no other way to say it. Right on cue is another dino of the day. Of course, it's coming from the section of the park these guys keep escaping is the JP Morgan Chase dino. This one's actually like one of the youngest dinos I've ever seen, but that just goes to show you can look young and have an old mind, all right? Yeah. So this guy, I wish he had a hard name so I could mispronounce it, but I can't. Mike Bell from JP Morgan Chase, looks like he's a strategist there. He's basically saying that governments, I know it sounds like a great strategist to me, but he's saying that governments will ban Bitcoin. He said, I think that's the main problem with it. If you're trying to avoid the government, ultimately it's under threat from huge regulatory risk because there's concern around money laundering and everything else. What is everything else? I mean, don't
Let's look at the history. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're not even gonna spend too much time on this guy because for one, no one knows who he actually is. He made like a Wednesday segment or Thursday segment or whatever channel, but yeah, Mike Bell, you wanted to talk out against the crypto community. We don't know why. We don't know what it's done to you as a strategist from JP Morgan and the assets you have at your fingertips. You personally could have already been a billionaire yourself. However, you chose to be a sheep and stay in line and let your daddy Dino Diamond take charge and tell you what to say.
Diamond,
So I'm assuming he wrote your notes, and because of that, you are officially our Dino of the day. Let's go ahead and give him that loud roar a couple times. Oh, that soothes my ears. One more time. Oh.
Yeah, get that dinosaur
I
up out here.
can't wait for
First
these
of all,
guys
I do want to kind of figure out how these bankers have the audacity to talk about money laundering. When the history of money, Bitcoin's only been around 9 years. Money laundering has been going on for decades. We have, that you can't put that in the same thing because when he says regulators are going to shut it down because of money laundering, my biggest thing is if you shut down one cryptocurrency or one exchange, it's like roaches. You can't get rid of them. You shut down one, two more gonna pop up. So I don't think a government can actually. You can't first of all restrict free speech, and that's what software basically is. So in my opinion, his analysis is very dinosaurish. Very dinosaurish.
So I just saw
and why the hell is BitConnect?
Yeah, I just saw Antonio Williams
we
said,
told you yesterday.
Why on earth is BitConnect up 52% right now?
We
called it yesterday, people. We said it was going to have a bounce to it.
Yeah.
You can still make money off it.
Yeah.
And that is because of their following. Hey, kudos to them for their community.
Yeah.
Again, if they move forward and launch their ICO or anything like that, the price will continue to go up at least 2 or 3 times more. But
yeah, I mean, we were saying.
There we go. There it is. Somebody said they bought $1,000 worth of BitConnect at $8. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
love
to
see
get it up out of there. But
yeah, get up out of there. Now you made a good bounce play on it. Let's go.
I mean, anything that drops 90%, come on, man. I mean, it's gonna be a bounce play. Plus, it's a lot of trading bots who they don't have emotion. They don't know news. They just know that if something drops that far, the bounce play is coming. So flip it, do what you got to do. But like we said, they have their problems. So.
Yeah, nice move down for sure. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Way to go in on. That's what I'm talking about. That is trading, people.
Yeah.
That is trading when everybody's going crazy. You look at it and you say, you know what? I think I can make some money on this. This is pretty low. The community is strong. X, Y, and Z. Here are the factors. Yep. They claim they have a platform coming. Let's go ahead and trade it.
Hey,
you made some money. So
somebody else.
But saying all that is up 53%. Hey, you made a good win. Let's not get crazy.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah.
Be greedy when others are fearful is the biggest quote. You know, everybody says from Buffett. But it's really in this market, it's really true. I mean, when it was down 30-40%, you know, some people were panicking and oh man, I had to stop answering my phone. Right. But yeah, that's exactly the right time to buy. So.
Yeah, so good stuff. All right, now to the stories. There's a lot of stories today, so we're gonna roll through them. The first one is actually a great story to talk to speak on after this Mike Bill, whoever the hell he is, said Bitcoin and all this other stuff will be banned. Well, the St. Louis Fed sees future in crypto as important asset class and Bitcoin as digital code. The Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis has published a paper entitled "A Short Introduction to the World of Cryptocurrencies." And just as an aside, it shows you how far behind they are there because the Federal Reserve is just now
putting out a report,
a short introduction to the world of cryptocurrencies. It's very funny. I mean, I don't know why they put out a report. You could just go to Medium and literally just send the link. Send the link of an article to everyone you work with. But whatever, it has to be legitimized by the government, or the Fed. But it is likely that crypto assets such as Bitcoin will emerge as their own asset class and thus have the potential to develop into an interesting investment and diversification instrument. And they said Bitcoin itself could over time assume a similar role as gold. That is the St. Louis Federal Reserve, Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. And it's going against what Mike Bell just said about Bitcoin and crypto being, overregulated and destroyed.
Everybody's butting heads.
Here we go.
Don't know what
this is what we like to see. Yeah.
They don't know what they
Let them fight amongst each other.
So, what's up, Crypto Key? But yeah, I mean, I would say, as far as reports go, read some of it. It's pretty good. It's still very introductory. They mentioned smart contracts. They talk about Ethereum. But at the same time, like we said, these bureaucracy, pushing papers through takes time. It takes a long. So when people talk about regulations, I'm like, first they got to agree. Second, they got to get the paperwork to push it through, which takes forever.
Take a long
if you
time.
dealt with any kind of government system, it takes forever. So it could be 5 years out before they have something concrete.
I would say the only reason they're rushing it now and they're pushing it is because they see how much money they're missing out on. I mean, it's really about money. It's too much money. They see how much money they're missing out on, so now they're trying to push it and be in the news every day. What Scott say back in the day? If you don't want your CEO all in the news,
all in the videos,
come over here to Kirby.
Exactly.
But no, so it's pretty interesting to see that. Again, it kind of goes to show how far behind they actually are. Like you said, with all of this, they're just now pushing out introductions to the world of crypto. And I guarantee you there's someone sitting there at their desk telling everybody they're an expert at it, that they have 0.1 Bitcoin. They've been training for 3 months now. So, but hey, good news, because again, you're now seeing banks. It's a Federal Reserve Bank. They are definitely going against the grain, and they're saying, "Hey, guys, let's go ahead and simulate before it's too late." So
true.
That's good stuff. And by the way, these stories are all over the place today. People, usually we try to string them together, make a sense of them all, but they might not. With that being said, let's talk about exchanges. Poloniex.
What is Polo doing?
Polo is back in the news again.
Come on, Poloniex.
Polo has been displaying allegedly displaying incorrect customer balances, and customers say they are experiencing service woes, which is nothing new. The incorrect customer balances, that is something new, which is a big problem. People are coming out saying that some of their margin accounts being called early, and some of the money that they already had in their account is starting to disappear and reappear. What's going on with Polo?
Because I mean, well, we did kind of see this out. We both stopped using Polo like a few months ago.
Longer than that.
Longer than that. Yeah, man, it has been a while. But at the same time, I saw it kind of coming with Polo because the liquidity started moving towards Bittrex, and then now recently Binance. And then I saw
get tapped too.
Decentralized exchanges coming. So in my opinion, I thought Polo would take a dive somewhere, especially when we had the first big jump past 10,000. They had to shut down the troll box. They had to, allocate resources to that. So I was like,
when they shut down the troll box, that was a big thing.
Yeah, the troll box kind of was like its thing. But at the same time, not surprised because these exchanges are new. They don't have the infrastructure that supports it all the time. Hopefully they get it together so people don't lose their money. But yeah, if you show up and your margin got called on the wrong price, that's a problem. Especially, bigger money people who are like, I've had this going since, a month ago or whatever. So, Yeah, that's a problem. Needs to get fixed.
Yeah,
together, Polo.
And I see people throwing a few different exchanges out there. Yeah, you know what? Again, people, we suggest to people use Google Chrome. I know with the Google Chrome, they have the translators already built into it. So there are some exchanges out there. There's smaller ones, Chinese exchanges, Korean exchanges. You can go on those, if your country allows it or whatever, but VPNs. But yeah, there are exchanges you can go to, sign up for it, and push the translate on the page and literally have everything translated for you. So again, there is always a workaround. Don't feel like you're trapped inside the exchange. It's more popping up every day.
Yeah,
it's more popping up every day.
Yep. Don't fall in love with an exchange.
Yeah, it's no point. What's going on, Crypto Jack from Howland? Appreciate it. And I think I saw New Zealand was going on in here.
Yeah, Chrome does have its own VPN. Yeah,
There's
a lot of options. Yeah,
so
it's a lot of VPN.
I didn't know Chrome actually had its own VPN. I don't use Chrome's VPN only because to me it's almost. I know they probably tell you it's secure and encrypted, but it's almost like it's Google still, and I don't really trust them to allow me to have my own VPN. Right? You know what I mean? I don't really trust them, but it's plenty of good ones out there. So do your own due diligence. Again, we have a cybersecurity article out where we push. I think we use Bola, which is really good.
Yeah, and Nord, use Nord before. Yeah. There's some good ones.
There's some good ones out there.
Tunnel Bear is a good free one for new people.
So speaking about exchanges, it looks like Coinbase's GDAX started Bitcoin Cash trading finally, Bcash, and their users. I didn't realize they still had any, but that's the main problem. But their users are angry because they started the Bcash trading instead of allowing SegWit for Bitcoin to have lower fees and faster transactions. So
they're doing the opposite. Nobody even asked for that. I'm sure they have a plan to make money off of it, but people have been talking about SegWit forever, and then they're like, oh, cool. We got these Bcash options jumping off those. So, what is that? That's sort of like the iPhone. Everybody says, yeah, we should get this, or group FaceTime, and they'll be like, oh, well, we made it bigger. Like, what? Nobody asked.
We don't need all that. We don't. Yeah. Why did they make it bigger? I never got that.
That's what I'm saying.
No one asked for it to be bigger.
It's like they ignore what people say on purpose, just so people keep complaining, keep them in the news. So people keep talking about Coinbase. They keep, people, still popular. But as soon as they fix it, I think their margins are gonna go down a lot because SegWit transactions don't make you as much off fees. So, that's
a business. We always say it's a business. And they're here for the institutional investors. They're here for the credit investors. They're not here for the retail, which is why it's unfortunate, actually, that so many people keep flooding the Coinbase. I know even early on, we sent people there because it was an easy way to buy it. But at this point, we always say almost every show, we can't wait for decentralized exchanges. That is the bottom line.
Yeah.
Genesis Mining is thinking about using Bcash payments for buying hash power.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, you can buy Bitcoin through the Cash App. I don't know if they have a limit still at $50.
I bet they still have a limit.
Yeah, I'll say the limit's still at $50, but it's not for everybody. Can't use it. Don't take my 100%, but I'm pretty sure they're just doing the beta rollout right now.
Right. I think that's what they're doing. Right?
Yeah. So once it's available to everybody, But if you have it, if you have the ability to, you can buy some Bitcoin through the Cash App. So
someone said, let's see, CNBC broadcast about Bitcoin and crypto was garbage last night. They said almost everything wrong. Oh, that's Crypto Q. What's going on?
Yeah,
of course, we already know it.
They noobs. These people are newbies.
At this point right now, if it's on TV, it's backwards. So we know how it goes.
And that's what I was gonna say. Your boy bought something in front of you, for the Cash App. But it's not for everybody. They put it on they just randomly selected people, I guess. But CNBC, you know how it is. Let's see. You want a good news story or another so one right now? Yeah, we can just keep going in on it too.
Just going in on people? All right, let's go in for a while. Korean regulators are investigating a staff insider trading of cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
The alleged insider trading is said to have occurred prior to Korean regulators announcing new rules on crypto trading in the country. As of recently, we saw that price dip down hard, and surprise, there's millions and billions of dollars on the line, and people in your office are also using that information to make money.
Yeah. I like the way they described it too. It's funny. It's like, oh no, it's not insider trading. It is the misuse of internal information.
Right. See, that's how.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Do it.
A bunch of 7-year-old. Like I know what that means.
Misuse of what?
You just use the exact same phrase. Misuse of internal information. So obviously, insider trading is one of those things that looks like Korea is like, hey. We can get it, and people are starting to realize the diamond dip that happened. this dip that's happening.
It's all planned, people.
And it's always FUD back to back to back. Some event that justifies it, and then boom, you have people who bought at 9,000. Yeah, it had millions of dollars at a certain price point to buy, and then I mean, when you look at the charts and you see the volume is relatively the same except for certain spikes, and you see a huge spike out of nowhere after something like this comes out, where do you think that volume came from? I mean, I'm pretty sure, it's not just, out of thin air.
It wasn't a big news story out the blue, people.
Yeah, nah. So whatever they did, Korea, hey, the FSS, they gonna do what they do, but I don't think it's stopping anytime soon. They can just rinse and repeat.
Listen,
right now.
Markets, even traditional markets, have been manipulated. They're still being manipulated. It's just that there's so many people that are big players in the market already. We can't tell, but it's happening. Yeah. Same with the gold market. All of a sudden, the gold price has been sustained at the price has been at for the last 10 years, just about.
Yeah.
And of course, with the crypto market, they're starting to do the same thing. Or it's not even starting; they've been doing it. But now the major players are coming in, and they're causing dips in prices to be sustained. And the crazy thing is, they're not even doing it. They're doing it the same way any other scammer or hacker does it right now, through social engineering. Yeah. They are using the media to freak people out, which has been working on a daily basis to sell their Bitcoin. When from day one we've been telling people since he's been telling for 4 years, 2 years on this end. But when we started partnering, we've been telling people from day one, do not give away the Bitcoin. Stop selling your Bitcoin. Yeah. They're going to make it hard for poor people to have Bitcoin. We keep pushing this rhetoric out. We've been pushing the rhetoric out in these videos, and people still are selling their Bitcoin freaking out.
Yeah, man. I wish people didn't panic sell, but that's what happens. And, some people, the smallest dip, they're like, all right, should I sell now? And it's like, that's exactly what they want you to do.
Stop looking at the day-to-day, zoom out of the charts, people. You have to zoom out 6 months to a year.
And plan ahead.
Stop trying to get rich quick. Keep your day job and just buy a hold. With that story, the Chicago Board of Options Exchange, CBOE, their first Bitcoin future contract had expired yesterday. We talked about that.
Yeah.
And expired at $10,900. They launched their futures trading back on December 11th, and the day of launch, Bitcoin prices remained around $17,000. So again, this is an institutional money management firm that came, and they even came in and said, I was either CBOE or CME, their CEO said, we're going to tame the market. They came in, a lot of money, smart people. We talked about all the resources they have, and they shorted the shit out of it using market manipulation, using media, and you fell for it. It went from $17K to $10,900. A win for CBOE and CME. Hey, major props to them. They clearly know what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got some big money moving in now.
They came in, but here's the thing, people. When it comes to the price of Bitcoin, even at it, the price of, let's say, $10,000 to $12,000 range, that can only be sustained for so long before more and more people keep finding out about Bitcoin, keep finding about crypto, and keep buying in. So even with all of that, they can only sustain that for so long. But they did a great job on it for their folks to go around.
Yeah,
because they made everybody money.
They're just going to rinse and repeat. Buy at this super low price, and then when the bull market reaches its peak.
They're going to let it go, yep.
In February, March, you're going to see another, I think, FUD, story, sell-off, whatever, fear, something. So, yeah.
I bet, actually, let's say everything, the trend continues. Let's say the futures products continue to come out. This time next year, the same exact thing is going to happen around the same time. They're going to close some future options because they're developing their charts and graphs and trends just like everyone else. And they're saying, hey, we know for a fact, no matter what the price of Bitcoin is early December, if it's high, it will be low again middle of January. Let's short it during this time frame. They will do the same thing next year. Next year will be new people to crypto. They'll be freaking out saying it's going down from 60K to 40K overnight. Is this the end?
It's going down to 5.
Right. So that's just how it goes. That's how it goes. Let's see. Treasury official department is working with the IRS. This is the U.S. Treasury, by the way, of course. They got to put got to put their finger in everything. The U.S. Treasury office is working with the department is working with the IRS to police crypto exchanges. Here we go.
Told you it's coming.
Improving anti-money laundering and combating the financing of terrorism. Here's the thing: crypto is too new to even have a strong pipeline for money laundering and terrorism. But
and I just saw a report: less than 1% of money moved through exchanges has been used for money laundering or illicit activity. Less than 1%, and this is what happens. And they're gonna say it's for your security though. So
and the thing I think it is, which makes it even worse that they do this, is that they're actually alerting terrorists and bad guys. Like, wait,
Just give a free promotion. Yeah.
Like, look at this. You can trade money on Bitcoin. I mean,
yeah.
But anyway, they're saying, the anti-money laundering and the combating of the financing of terrorism rules is one part of regulating the evolving threat of cryptocurrencies, according to Undersecretary for Undersecretary for Terrorism and Financial Intelligence, Sigal Mandelker. Oh, I'm glad you have a bad name so I can mispronounce it on purpose. They're saying financial institutions need to implement new rules to ensure they are complying with new regulations, which will include a new due diligence rule, which will take effect in May 2018. And they also said specifically cryptocurrency exchanges fall under this umbrella.
Yeah.
Well, Mandelker, whatever your name is, who's what's the Undersecretary for Terrorism? And we just give them people positions.
Bruh, I don't even know the names.
You can't even be a full secretary. You got to be up under them.
What are you, consigliere?
Right.
Like, come on, man.
But again, the more fear mongering, it's almost boring to talk about this stuff. But what is interesting is now they're saying that cryptocurrency exchange, we kind of covered this a couple months ago, but they're now officially saying that they're falling under the same rules as bank rules.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to say. But
so not only is this all the way, it's still fraud in some people's eyes in your office, but we also want to give it the same rules as a bank, charge it and tax it, and do all the same things with it on that end. Gotta love
it's a
America.
cold game.
Hey,
cold game. It wasn't real a few years ago. But now it's like, oh yeah, we got to put it under the same umbrella. Man.
I listen.
Working with them people.
You talking about some gangsters people.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're gonna come and get theirs, and it's too much demand for it to go away. So it's definitely gonna be a price check on that. And some of these exchanges gonna have to do some stuff that's not gonna keep their customers around. So decentralized exchanges, this looks like it's gonna be a good year for you guys. So
somebody said. P-Man Van said the entire weed sector goes up and down like a dance to shake out weekends.
All the time. Yeah.
It does.
One of my best friends, he's been trading for years now. He says that he's like, they're just trying to get people out of it so they can make money. So
and they move slow but steadily. Because I remember popcorn was like less than a penny a year and a half ago. And it is literally like just slow and steady. Come on, that is not an endorsement on Popcorn. That's just me saying the one I remember looking at and investing on back when.
That was in the crypto space, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as decentralized exchanges too, I would say we can get into that with Radar Relay. They actually are one built on the 0x platform, and I've looked at it. Great interface. Not as much liquidity, like I said, volume isn't there yet, but they do have trading pairs that you can use through hardware wallets, straight from ledger to ledger. So you can actually be decentralized and have cold storage, so to say, at the same time. More secure. Looks pretty good. So like we said, decentralized exchanges, this is just one example. Going into the new year, that's going to be one of the big things, along with, like somebody said, master nodes. It's going to be a lot of innovation in the space, and decentralized exchanges are starting. So
yeah, I'm looking at some of these comments. There's too many funny comments. Somebody, Madam Crypto says CNBC equals criminals needing Bitcoin. That's pretty funny. Undersecretary serves a cup of coffee, a half full one. John C. Cyber.
Yeah, and that exchange is a Radar Relay, AARADAR Relay. So yeah, check it out. Look at it. Like I said, pretty good interface. So. Got to do more later, but
all right. So yeah, that's again Treasury Department working with the IRS. Listen, we need to talk to the Americans. We need to talk to our government officials because they're literally about to scare off a lot of money from this country. I mean, it's really going to be that simple.
Yeah,
but
people gonna start leaving.
So we got a couple more big stories. One of a good one. Let's talk some great stories. I saw Don actually mention it too. We had it in our notes. But hardware wallet maker Ledger nets $75 million in Series B funding. You know what? Shout out to them.
Speaking of hardware wallets.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Speaking of hardware wallets. Well, and not only that, I mean, it's good to see a company come in the ecosystem. They're doing the right thing. They're making a product that actually works. It has, beyond a use case. People use it. Everybody's saying is, Ran and Raven is good. The only other competition they have right now is, of course, Treasury, their main competitors. And then you know what? They're building a company the right way. It's interesting to see that they got their Series B funding. I mean, because they really could have just ICO'd that thing out. But again, they're doing it the right way. So, hey, props to them. I hope they develop more products. And they have something new that just came out already, right?
Yeah, the Ledger Nano, they have compatibility for more cryptocurrencies now. I forget which one's on the new list, but they're just adding compatibility standards so that you can have a place to store your altcoins as well. Because I know people ask us that all the time, but Ledger Nano is definitely stepping up with that.
Yeah, you can only hold about 3 or 4 per wallet or per ledger because of the space on it. So, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
And they're using that radar relay as well, right?
Yep, and that's what I say. Yeah, from ledger to ledger, you can actually send money through the exchange to make trades, but they don't keep your information on the exchange, so you don't actually have to do any of the KYC stuff because just trading between 2 people. So from wallet to wallet, it's cool, but hardware wallets are even better. So.
Yep, only 4 per visual. Okay, good stuff. Thanks, Jay. Do we hang out in the Discord rooms? I don't do Discord too much.
Not much, yeah. No.
Yeah, it's so much stuff out there. Telegram, big on Telegram. I'm a major lurker on Bitcoin forum.
Yeah, nobody can keep up with everything.
Yeah, right.
Jesus
I'm not
Telegrams.
Yeah, Reddit. You got Reddit, so I'm not big on that.
Slacks and oh man, it's so many to keep up. So.
Do you guys think it makes sense when politicians say they are against Bitcoin but they are for blockchain? Yes, because Bitcoin is decentralized, so they don't want us to have it. They want blockchain technology so they can develop their own. So
yeah, I mean, because you can have a centralized blockchain. That's called a database.
That's called Bloomberg. Remember Bloomberg CEO? Bloomberg. He said Bloomberg CEO came out a few weeks ago. And was like, we have a blockchain. It's just we just run it.
We just control it.
We just control the whole thing.
All right, Ripple. All right.
Right. Basically. Yeah. All right. So yeah. Again, shout out to Ledger. Good stuff. Hope you guys keep doing the right thing and the good thing for the community. New York Stock Exchange parent firm and Blockstream create a CoinMarketCap for Wall Street. I'm sure a lot of people saw that story. I think it was on CoinDesk or Cointelegraph.
Yep.
But Intercontinental Exchange, also called ICE, has partnered with blockchain tech company Blockstream to bring disciplined Bitcoin price information to major Wall Street investors. ICE, the parent firm of the New York Stock Exchange, said it plans to pull data from 15 major exchanges, which I don't think we have 15 major exchanges, but whatever, and deliver it to big financial names, including hedge funds, professional trading firms, in a format designed to let them easily take work with up-to-date metrics. The tool will likely see its first release in March. So basically just something that's already been invented, but repackaging it only for wealthy people and charge no more. I'm all right with that.
Pretty much, yeah. They're going to buy it, business is business. And plus Blockstream, if you heard of Blockstream before, they're the ones who have the satellite where you can mine Bitcoin through it. Big company that's definitely been around for a while. So, I'm pretty sure this is a power play on their part, because if Wall Street money wants to enter, they want to be the people that they talk to, because based on their track record, it's not a big surprise actually. So, yeah.
That's good.
ICE, ICE, because ICE could mean something else too. So, all these government groups and regulations, they got so
many. I can't even keep up with them.
Yeah, abbreviations. I can't keep up with it.
Which is why blockchain technology, Bitcoin, crypto in general, is like the best. You talk about use case. The best use case is government.
Yeah.
I want to know every organization we have. I want to be able to easily look at it. I want to see where our money's going from every penny all the way up to the millions of dollars donations to political campaigns. You can put all that on the blockchain. We can literally open it up and look at all those transactions. This is why they don't want this technology right now.
Exactly.
And they're pushing back so hard for them. So
true.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Crypto Key, what's going on from Toronto? ICE is a bad name for you. Yeah, I know, right? ICE. Somebody told me before they use ICE in their phones. A girl, she said you use it for her mom just in case of emergency. So just an aside, people. All right, so other than that, free Bitcoin today. What are we doing for it?
Well, for the free Bitcoin today, which decentralized exchange, sort of like Radar Relay, do you think will introduce some sort of innovation that pulls people to it? So hardware, ledger to ledger, first time ever. If you have some decentralized exchanges, tell us, what that thing is that will set them apart from others. Good information for people to look at too, so they can see. Put that public address, and we'll send that free Bitcoin to you. So,
all right, you heard it. Make sure you do it after the video in the comment section. Put all that down with the working public address. We actually getting a lot better with the public addresses, so that's good.
Yeah. People send the ones that work.
Yeah, they want this Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's all good.
Today, Thursday. Oh, what's the day? January 18th. I lose track of time all the time. We will be having our meetup this evening at 6 p.m. at the Belmont in Los Angeles, kind of like WeHo, Beverly Hills area.
Yeah.
It will be from 6 to 7-ish, 7:30.
Yeah, we usually stay a little later because people got to get off work or whatever.
Right, so we'll stay a little bit later. So that's tonight at the Belmont, 6 p.m. LA and surrounding area. Feel free to come on, join, talk a little crypto.
Yeah.
And we'll grab a couple quick comments. Bitcoin. I'm just going to say the question out loud because it's funny. PowerShare Chief said Bitcoin price projection for April 2018, gentlemen. I think the price for Bitcoin in April 2018, you can quote me on saying this, is going to be higher than it is right now.
Exactly. I actually think it's going to be the same because one Bitcoin always equals one Bitcoin. So
woo!
Whatever it is,
and
who cares?
On that note, we're going to end it, people.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching as always. Tomorrow is going to be a future international holiday, so we might be here, we might not, but we're going to try to show up for it.
Oh, yeah.
And until then, we will talk to you all soon. Take care.
Take care.
Fungibility. There we go.